You are tuning in to VNA News Bulletin. We hope that the Year of the Monkey will bring you happiness, luck and prosperity. And now, the major stories as usual. Vietnamese people welcome Year of the Monkey. First foreign tourists arrive in Danang in Lunar New Year. Millions of Vietnamese throughout the country poured into the streets in the night of February 7th to welcome the 2016 Lunar New Year, hoping and praying for a prosperous new beginning. In his message delivered on the first moments of the Lunar New Year, State President Trương Tấn Sang sent warm greetings to Vietnamese people and international friends. President Trương Tấn Sang said that in 2015, the entire people united to overcome a lot of difficulties and challenges to gain remarkable socio-economic and cultural attainments and defend independence and national territorial sovereignty. The president called on Vietnamese people to press ahead and promote their brain power, strength, cultural traditions, patriotism, and unyielding spirit to seize upcoming opportunities and surmount all hurdles. This will help them move toward prosperity, democracy, justice, and civilization, he said. This year's third holiday is particularly special for the people of Vietnam. The 12th National Party Congress successfully concluded, electing a new body of leadership to lead the nation towards development, instilling faith and trust in the people. Last year, Vietnam was among the few nations to have a significant economic recovery rate. The country's GDP growth reached 6.68%, the highest over the last 5 years, with GDP per capita standing at $2,109, $57 higher than in 2014. Growth was seen across all economic fields. People's lives have been improved, while political security and social order have been well maintained. On the eve of the New Year, the Year of the Monkey, festival goers packed downtowns in major cities of Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Da Nang, and watched spectacular fireworks displays. They all pray for a new year filled with positive changes. I wish everybody a happy new year, more bright and prosperous than the previous year. I hope my job will get better this year. I also wish that Ho Chi Minh City will develop more and have more culture and art activities. Everyone will join hands to build a civilized and culture-rich city. I have the faith that in the Year of the Monkey, Da Nang City in particular and Vietnam in general will thrive and develop more on the road toward international integration. More than 1,300 foreign tourists arrived in Da Nang on February 8th, the first day of the Year of the Monkey, becoming the first visitors to the central city in the Lunar New Year. This year, the city's tourism sector set a target of receiving 5.2 million tourists, including 1.3 million foreigners. More details in the following report.
The city's tourism sector also targeted a total revenue of 14.9 trillion Vietnam dong, or $677.2 million, an increase of 17% over 2015. Apart from domestic visitors, tourism administrators will continue to attract those from Japan, the Republic of Korea, China, India, Australia, the Middle East, and Russia. The sector is expected to generate 27,000 jobs and develop human resources to meet ASEAN tourism professional standards. Da Nang received nearly 4.7 million visitors in 2015. Notably, the number of foreign tourists to the city surpassed the 1 million mark for the first time, up 34% over the previous year.
The northern province of Lào Cai is expected to become Vietnam's biggest mountainous culture and natural tourism hub. The target is set in its tourism master plan for 2015-2020 with a vision to 2030.
Accordingly, the province strives to receive 4.5 million tourists a year, earning a total turnover of $818 million from tourism by 2020. The figures are to increase to 13 million tourists and $2.7 billion in turnover by 2030. Along with making full use of its advantages in natural resources and diverse cultural identities, the province will promote other tourism products including ecotourism, eco-cultural tourism, and spiritual tourism. The province has introduced several key solutions to obtain its target, including those on human resource, investment capital, promotion, technological scientific application, planning management, tourism development cooperation, and tourism environmental resource. Additionally, the province will work to attract visitors from key markets both in and outside the country. Lào Cai will host the National Tourism Year in 2017, which is seen as an opportunity for the province and other northwestern localities to introduce their beautiful landscapes and unique cultural identities of ethnic groups in the region.
Lâm Đồng province has set a target of expanding the export of Đà Lạt flowers from the current 10% of the total output to 30% by 2020. The Lâm Đồng Provincial People's Committee said to achieve the export goal, a comprehensive renovation in investment strategy, farming techniques, and thinking of doing business of both farmers and enterprises must be carried out. Lâm Đồng province now has 7,600 hectares under flowers, with an annual output of more than 2.5 billion flowers. However, the export remained modest at $26 million last year, much below the potential of the province, which has a cool climate all year long and fertile soil. The committee said a majority of farmers' households were slow in revamping their farming techniques, leading to flowers plantation remaining scattered, resulting in low value adds. Experts say farmers and companies must connect with each other to set up a value chain for enhancing flower quality and output, which was considered a solution to expanding exports. Currently, the export of Đà Lạt flowers was mainly from farms such as Đà Lạt House Farm, Flower Forest Đà Lạt, and Bonsai Farm. As is the country's custom, with the Lunar New Year holiday, or Tết, right around the corner, Vietnamese households are out looking for the perfect flower pot to decorate their home. Comfort bonsai trees have become the trend over recent years. Let's take a look.
Mr. Bùi Thế Mạnh is known as one of the few artisans in Tứ Liên village in Hanoi to have mastered the art of pruning and caring for these miniature kumquat trees. Each mini bonsai tree is only about 20 to 40 centimeters high and is the most sought-after commodity for people who love bonsai, particularly the ones with the most unique shapes. Under Mike's artistic hands, each bonsai exhibits a different story. It takes meticulous attention to detail, great care and patience to deliver a beautiful kumquat bonsai.
Chăm sóc cây tốt thì mình uốn được cây đẹp.
You must care for the tree to make it beautiful. If it doesn't grow well, it won't look nice. The second step, and the most difficult, is to select a nice vase and curve the tree according to the vase.
These kumquat bonsai are around 3 to 7 years old. Some even date back over a decade. After placing the bonsai in its pot, it takes an average of 1 to 3 years before the artisan can begin shaping the tree.
Even the smallest bonsai would need 2 years to mature and take shape. The bigger ones can take 3 to 7 years. The first year is usually for nurturing. Then the second year is for shaping and pruning so that they can bloom perfectly. Unlike the traditional kumquat trees, a bonsai requires a lot of extra attention.
Bonsai trees are popular for collectors because they are easy to move and suitable for small spaces without losing that luxurious feeling.
In
the past, I used to buy the traditional kumquat trees, but the new bonsai are very beautiful and different, so I'm buying one this year.
I
live in a small apartment, so a small kumquat bonsai is perfect. In previous years, I bought big kumquat trees, and it was really difficult to transport and to take care of. A bonsai is much easier and more elegant.
The Lien village has 10 families growing kumquat bonsai for Tet holidays. It is considered a new and highly profitable source of income.
The people of Vietnam are joyously welcoming the festive Lunar New Year holiday season, or Tet, which is filled with different cultures and traditions. Join us on a trip to Nậm Xin village, the northwestern province of Điện Biên, where the ethnic Silla people celebrate Tet in their own unique way.
At the first light of dawn, Mr. Hu Cha Si and his wife begin to prepare a small feast for their family to celebrate the holiday, or as they call it, the Ô Sĩ Chờ Tết. Thanks to a prosperous crop season, Mr. Si can afford an entire pig this year, weighing around 30 kilograms. The cold and frosty winter season seems to dissipate in this cozy and happy family home. Today is a joyous occasion for the Silla people. Everybody is happy and gleeful because every household can afford a pig this year. For their offerings to the ancestors, the Silla people usually prepare a pair of squirrels, some crabs and fish. In the Silla culture, squirrels are a stable source of food when other commodities were too rare or too expensive. The Silla people use squirrels as an offering to their ancestors on 3 occasions every year: the New Year holiday, a new crop season, and weddings. They even use squirrels as an offering when a family member is ill to pray for a quick recovery. Every year after harvesting, our people make an offering of wine and other commodities to pray for the young, wishing them good health, good grades, and good luck. As is tradition, all households in the Nậm Xin village prepare hot meals and wine to welcome visitors. This year, VNA News reporters were invited to celebrate Tết with village elder Lee Cha Che and his family. According to the village elder, the Silla ethnic group used to have many festivals, religious traditions and customs. However, over time, some traditions have been forgotten and people now end up celebrating only a handful of the occasions.
The Silla ethnic group has a small population with little potential in economic development. The local authorities are providing the Silla people with assistance, particularly in helping them preserve their cultural identity, such as restoring old dances and traditional religious festivals.
With less than 1,000 people, the Silla people is one of the 5 ethnic minority groups with the smallest population in Vietnam, in high risk of losing their culture and tradition to time.
And that has wrapped up our daily bulletin. Thank you for tuning in and goodbye from Hanoi.